Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to share with you an idea of how you can actually waterproof MDF, otherwise known as Superwood. I had a shop and for many years I was struggling to be able to make stamps of my own like these, because I would use wood as a background and then the wood, because it was MDF, would swell up when I was trying to wash them. So I'm a what if kind of person, and I started thinking, well, what could I use? What if? And then I remembered with my mosaicing that I use bonding liquid, which is an additive that you put into tile grout to waterproof it. So it's a latex additive, yeah. So I decided to just experiment a little bit with the bonding liquid, and I have put some into my little black Foamolite tray, and all I did with my blocks of wood was just to simply soak them in this bonding liquid, obviously making sure that I'd covered all the sides, and then you'll find that it actually dries quite quickly. So all I did was just to angle it like this. I'm just going to set mine, it will be in the liquid for now, but that's okay. And then when it's absolutely completely dry, you don't see any noticeable difference on the surface of your stamp, but look what happens when you put it in water. It just simply floats. And you will see on the surface here that it hasn't actually soaked into the wood at all. I wouldn't test it by leaving your stamp soaking in there for days. I don't think that is wise, not with any kind of a stamp. But it's been a most marvelous thing. And the other thing that I also realized with it is that if you have already coated your surface with your bonding liquid, when you come to brush on something like acrylic paint, instead of your acrylic paint just soaking immediately into the wood and leaving you with very sort of short brush strokes, because it's just gobbling up the paint, it's almost like a dry sponge. This has now sealed the surface, and when you are painting you find that you're able to get much better coverage and you use far less paint. So it has two advantages now. First of all, it waterproofs the wood if you were doing something like making a stamp, and it also seals it so that if you are doing some painting work that you're not using as much paint. You can see I've hardly used any paint at all here, and I'm just going to simply brush it till my brush strokes are nice and smooth. Having said that it waterproofs it, I wouldn't use it on its own in an exterior situation. So if you had used the bonding liquid to waterproof something like a stamp that's going to be used indoors, that would work fine. But if you were making an item that had to go outside and stand in the weather, I definitely think that you would be wise to put a varnish onto that. I really do hope this tip has been useful for you. I certainly have used it a lot. I made a lot of stamps when I had my shop, and it has proved to be wonderful. So just a foam sheet 6mm and a block of MDF that's been coated in the bonding liquid, and you A for away. Just a nice tip I thought I'd share with you. Always ask, what if? And try it out. You never know what you'll discover. Bye for now.